All right, welcome to another episode of Two Fight Fans. Where we talk about all the things in combat sports. I'm one fight fan, Colin,
And I'm the other Stuart.
and we have some announcements that came out that actually kind of has now dictated what we're going to talk about tonight, right?
Well, yeah, because otherwise we were just going to talk about where's the best spot in Thackersville, Oklahoma to get drunk and do whippets.
True.
So now we actually have real things to talk about.
There we go. All right. So all the announcements came for UFC 322 in Madison Square Garden. So one of the last major pay-per-view cards of the quote unquote pay-per-view era for the UFC before they moved to Paramount Plus. So
Yes, which
Uh,
before we even get to them, Colin,
yes.
apparently sources say, and by sources I mean rumor mills, MMA managers, and Ariel Hawaii adjacent year and maybe 2 years. No UFC fighter has received pay-per-view points larger than their original fight purse because of how low the pay-per-views have been selling.
Yeah, yeah. And we kinda talked about that a little bit. That's
Does that surprise you at all? That,
well, okay.
pay-per-views are now basically sub 200,000 on a regular basis, and some people even struggling to break 100,000 pay-per-view sales.
That's the low number overall is surprising to me. It's not surprising to me, though, that the UFC into the contract that, like, it has to be a minimum of, like, 1,000,000 pay-per-view buys for you to get pay-per-view points. Like,
Oh, no, no, no. It's a tiered, so, let's say 200,000 to 400,000 or 300,000, you'll make 20 cents on every pay-per-view.
oh, okay, okay.
300,000 to 400,000, you make 30 cents for, and then once
Got
you
it,
get
got it.
plus 1,000,000, you're getting closer to 90 cents on the dollar, right?
Okay.
So,
But
um,
yeah,
but yeah, most people are almost not even walking away with any pay-per-view bonuses for the people that have that written into their contracts.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty wild. I didn't realize it was, like, that low. I thought it would be, like, 500,000 or, like,
No, bro.
yeah, I thought I and that's low too. Like,
Oh,
those are low numbers.
apparently, only John Jones versus Stipe recently has broken the 500,000 mark. Um,
Why do you
would
think that is? Why do you think that that's the
well,
only one?
here's another interesting fact. The Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria International Fight Week card sold less on pay-per-view than Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway 3, which leads me to believe only older fight fans like you and I, those blasted millennials, are still actually shelling out money, or casual fans who were casual fans or possibly hardcore fans 5, 10 years ago are going, "Hey, I remember Max. Hey, I remember Dustin. I love
Mhm.
them," but don't know who Ilia Topuria is. And anyone who came up in the Topuria generation isn't buying pay-per-view events. They're
Mhm.
just in it for gambling and or weird right-wing lifestyle nonsense. Right, because it is surprising that Topuria versus Charles Oliveira, for Topuria being as popular as he is, and we've gone on ad nauseum about how popular he is in Spain. The fact that he was unable to sell as much as the Dustin Poirier Max Holloway card sucked other than the headline on
Yeah,
paper.
but
So,
also it's supposed to be International Fight Week, like the card of the summer. Like,
yes.
always has been marketed that way.
And we celebrated it as the best card since UFC 300.
Yeah.
Um, and it sold less than Holloway and uh, Poirier, and that card sounds like it didn't even sell all that well either.
Mhm.
Um, so why do I think that is? I think seeing that John Jones sold well, Stipe sold well, Holloway sold well, Poirier sold well. I think what it really means is that the newer crop of fans, the 2020 to 2025, if we take everything in a 5-year window, and knowing that it was a huge new crop of viewers, and
Mhm.
MMA watchers in 2020 when COVID shut everything down and then MMA became kind of the only sport available. They're not fucking buying pay-per-views. And if they're in their tail end of their generation of like MMA fandom, the next crop certainly ain't buying anything. Because we all broke out here. It's hard. Let's tax billionaires. Let's get that out there. Tax billionaires. It's not immigrants. It's not all this other nonsense. Just tax the billionaires. But nobody has money for it. And B, the only people that still are habituated and used to paying for pay-per-view, because that's kind of like an old school thing to like, I gotta pay
Yeah.
to watch a thing on TV, are
Yeah.
us elder millennials and like the sad Gen Xers and I mean, are the boomers still alive? However many MMA boomer fans there are,
Yeah,
they
there's a
might.
handful of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they call into Comcast, they call into AT&T to order the pay-per-view, right? Do you remember that? Do you remember needing to call in
Yeah,
to
you had
order
to
the pay-per-view?
call? Holy shit, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
remember
do.
that.
But, okay, well,
I remember doing. Now, I was a child, so I had my parents do it, but you
yeah,
used to have to call
yeah.
in. Um, yeah. I printed I had to go online, print out the phone number and the information for them, and then hand them the piece of paper. That's how
Yeah,
old school it was. Um, anyway,
but
all of
okay.
that is to say,
D
pay-per-view era is drawing to a close. We are going to have this Islam Makhachev JDM fight card in Madison Square Garden as one of the last ones, but it probably won't do gangbusters because nobody buys pay-per-views. Anyway, let's talk about the
but
pay-per-view.
well, before we get to that, hold on, before we get to that, what do you think then, since no one's even buying pay-per-views anyway, that going to Paramount Plus may actually rejuvenate the fan base or bring in more people?
No, no.
No? Not at all? No possibility of that.
How many subscribers does Paramount Plus have?
Didn't we say 75 million worldwide?
Yeah, and how many subscribers does ESPN Plus have?
Oh, fuck if I know, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we can figure this out.
Alright. Well, Google it, me. Google me.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, but it's giving me a dumb chat GPT nonsense answer. So I'm looking 20. ESPN Plus has 24 million subscribers. Okay. So we
Okay,
got
okay. 3 times
3x
the
the
amount.
amount.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sure. Who do you know in your life that has Paramount Plus subscription other than you and your roommate? Because I know you guys are South Park fans.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's mostly boomers watching Yellowstone. Like I don't know how many young people are subscribing to Paramount Plus
Yeah,
overall.
that's a good point.
How many old people are we getting into this sport at this point? I don't really
Yeah.
know. Now, we can assume because I think they estimated between 1 and 3 million people on ESPN Plus at one point. I can't remember where I saw this. Maybe it was Luke Thomas or Ariel or Hawani um, reporting on this. 1 to 3 million of those subscribers are solely viewers of the UFC. They don't watch any fucking other sport on there.
Oh,
So
for
let's
really?
say, yeah, let's take the high end. Let's say 3 million. You'll probably have a 50% attrition rate. Maybe you'll get closer to 60%. But you're getting 1.5, 1.6 million people who are going to come over to
Mm,
Paramount Plus.
okay.
There's now we are going to get them on big CBS, right, on cable. But again, the only people that have a CBS and a cable box are old as fuck people. So this is not like a really rejuvenating younger audience overall.
Mm,
So I don't know how good it is for the sport overall. Obviously, not being gated by pay-per-view is good, but it's still being gated by a streaming service that is not Netflix, not Amazon, not Disney, not Hulu,
mm.
right? Like these are the four big ones, and then everything else is like Fubo and Peacock and Paramount.
Right.
Who fucking
Yeah.
has that shit, you know? So I think I would not be surprised if this next 7 years of MMA is the peak that any MMA company, MMA promotion ever makes off of a TV deal, right?
Oh,
Like
okay, okay.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
about
yeah.
as big
This
as it
one
is.
contract.
They're cashing in, and then every year after that, it's going to be smaller and smaller. Just like, I mean, we've used this analogy before, but like X Games was at one point like a premier spot on ESPN. And
Right.
then slowly over time, I mean, it's not even on the Ocho now. I don't even know where it's relegated. The corpse of Fuel TV runs X Games, you know? So yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, but let's talk about the fights. Like,
Yeah.
let's not be sad about the business and how the whole world is turning everything into shit. Let's talk about the fights.
All right. All right. Are we going to start with the main card announcement or some of the other prelims that were announced?
No. Main card. Let's go big.
All right. All right. All right. The first one. Tell me.
Well, it is for the welterweight title. Jack Della Maddalena, fresh off of his victory over Bilal Muhammad, will be fighting the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, going for champ status, or at least, champion in 2 weight classes, Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, buddy.
How excited are you for this fight, Colin?
I'm very excited because it's kind of like what we talked about last time, the clash of styles and styles make matchup. We've seen that Jack Della Maddalena is very good with the stand-up. He is very
With
good
this,
yeah. He's got good orthodox boxing,
he's
good
good
skill
not about it.
technique.
He's just with it.
No, he's good. He's with it. He's with it.
Yeah.
He also
Yeah.
showed like an ability to control like to not get taken down and not to get sucked into it. Now, granted, that was against Bilal, not Islam, and Islam
Yeah.
wrestling is on a whole nother level. But Islam's striking has also improved tremendously. He's shown that he can actually like strike with some of the best strikers in the lightweight division. Will he be able to do that with someone who is a technical boxer like Jack Della Maddalena? I don't know, and I don't even know if that's what he'll go to. I do know that Islam has been saying that like he's been trying to bulk up, but he's been having difficulty doing that, which is like hilarious because he spent most of his life like way too heavy and struggling with weight cut, and now he's like trying to put on weight. He can't actually do that, so
Well, did
yeah,
you
we'll
see
see.
how much he weighs normally?
Yeah, like 190, something like that, 200.
196.
Yeah,
And he's like, I can't put on any weight. And it's like, my boy, you were cutting to 155. Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
were the biggest, other than Gleason Tebow, who reportedly would walk around 200 pounds. Like, you're the biggest motherfucking lightweight that's ever existed.
Yeah,
Like, you don't need to bulk up. You're fine.
yeah.
But he loves being a weight bully,
He does like being big, so and
Yeah.
that's again one of his strengths. He's never missed weight. He's able to do it. So, you know,
Why not? It's a good
yeah,
fight. It's a good fight. Colin, give me like right off the top, you can change your mind at any moment, but today, whatever the date is, August
yeah,
28th
yeah.
at 11:51 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
What what are we thinking?
I'm saying Islam's gonna be champ. He's gonna be a 2 weight class champion. And the thing is, I think he's gonna make it look kind of easy. You know,
Damn.
and the thing is, I think that's gonna set up if that sets up either super fight between him and Ilya, if Ilya wants to move up, or finally, please, Islam and Shavkat, because I think that would be pretty awesome too.
Yeah. That's
I actually want that more than Ilya and Islam.
well, and that kind of I agree. I agree. I think Islam versus Shavkat or JDM. I mean, whoever wins this fight versus Shavkat is the fucking fight to make. But
Yeah,
Islam
yeah.
versus Shavkat, dude, that style matchup,
Oh
it's
yeah.
got I'm frothing at the loins. It's
I'm frothing at the loins.
yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, that's what it does to me.
You know what? I won't body shame you for that. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Don't comment on how my body is frothing. It's a hormonal issue.
It's a
But
glandular issue.
yes, it is. um, that also gives time for a rumored matchup that had
Oh.
been tweeted by Justin Gaethje's manager and then quickly deleted, which
Oh, right,
is
right, right.
supposedly Justin Gaethje will be fighting Ilia Topuria next in the fight card either before or after the Madison Square Garden card.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Colin, this is a weird matchup because you would assume Arman Tsarukyan would get the next title shot, or if the UFC had any semblance of how to build a storyline and build stars, it would be Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria. But instead, it sounds like it's going to be Justin Gaethje. How do you feel about that fight?
I don't feel good about it for a number of reasons.
Give me every single one.
Well, one, I love Justin, but what has he
He's gonna
done
get
to what has he done
yeah.
to earn this? Okay, stripping away how we feel about individual fighters and everything. Like I love Justin and everything.
Great. I'm
Tell me,
stripped.
great, stripped and frothing now. That's a great image.
Yep.
Um,
I'm dripping all over my carpet. It's terrible.
what's the last thing that Justin did?
Didn't he beat Rafael Fiziev on short notice?
Did he beat him on short notice?
Well, Rafael Fiziev came in on short notice. Right? I'm right. I know I'm right.
Are you right? You're right. Are you
I
right?
am right. I know that fight.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, but that was after losing
Getting
in spectacular
face planted. Yeah.
fashion to Max Holloway. Now, I'm not saying he needs to win multiple fights, but I mean, you need more than Rafael Fiziev. I feel like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just in terms of the ordering of everything that's happened. Yes,
Mhm.
Ilya jumped the line, to win the lightweight championship, but he also has done some pretty incredible things to do so, like to get that
Mhm.
shot.
Mhm.
I don't think what Ilya did even matches up. It makes everything that what Justin has done in recent history pale. So it's hard. It's hard for me to say that Justin has earned the shot. Now, everyone else who's at the top of the lightweight contenders, I guess, we've got Charles who was blown up. Max has already lost to Ilya. But even then, I feel like Max has put on some bigger wins lately, including knocking out Justin Gaethje in lightweight. I feel like he would be more ahead, but I don't know.
I
Just
mean,
from
it's
again, my canonical need, it's not satisfied with this.
well, yeah. Well, and also, like, if we're going from by meritocracy, it's clearly Arman Saryukian who had a fight with
Yes.
Islam Makhachev and then had to pull out because of a weight issue, but then made weight recently as the backup in the Charles and Ilya fight. So it's
Yeah.
like it's Arman, and then if not, Paddy Pimblett is on a, as much as I hate to say it, a decent win streak, and it's a sellable fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, and I'm sure you were gonna get to this, but here's the thing, dude. If Max Holloway bodied Justin Gaethje,
Yeah.
what do you think Ilia Topuria is gonna do to Justin Gaethje?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a. This isn't quite like the because I've been trying to rack my mind about like why did I feel good when Dustin Poirier off of a single win against Benoit Saint-Denis got a fight against Islam Makhachev.
Mm.
And it felt like, well, this is his last gasp, and like I still see potential, and like, you know what? By God, I think he can go out there and give a good accounting of himself. But seeing Justin Gaethje in his last two fights, I'm like, man, I think if you go out there against this version of Ilia Topuria, it it's gonna be bad, Justin. Like I don't. You did horrible, unspeakable acts to Tony Ferguson's body, and I think Ilia Topuria might do those same acts to your body, and I don't want to see that. I
Yeah.
was uncomfortable watching you murder the soul of Tony Ferguson while leaving the body alive, and I'm worried Topuria will do the same to you. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like you said, like if it was, you could see parallels between like Dustin getting his shot and now Justin getting his,
Mhm.
but yeah, I feel like the potential for great bodily harm is significantly higher in this instance. I feel like if the UFC didn't make this fight, they're kind of serving up Justin to just be slaughtered and like force him to retire in a really bad way.
Yeah, I mean, he did threaten to retire if he didn't get the shot, and he has always been kind of a company man, so maybe they think like, hey, this is giving him a solid. And here's the thing. Justin Gaethje is one of those old guard. We know the old guard are the only ones that sell pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's also a layup for Ilya, so maybe they go like, hey, fuck it. Like, we sacrificed, one of these guys to the blood.
Right.
We get that rub. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, I find it strange matchmaking, but I will watch the fight.
Yeah, I will watch it, but I feel like I'm gonna be very uncomfortable and feel bad about it afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be just like the Charles fight. Like, it's just gonna be we're just gonna watch another one of our heroes get knocked well, I guess not heroes. One of our favorite fighters get knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But on that same card, another rumor, Pantoja versus Josh Van. Good
Yeah.
fight. We like that fight. Beautiful
Definitely
fight.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably my most anticipated fight for the rest of the year, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, what other fight are you more anticipated for? Tank
I mean,
Davis and Jake Paul?
no, 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 no. Fuck that. Uh, Terrence Crawford and Canelo.
Dude, Canelo. I'm excited for that fight, but not like watching my boy Josh Van fight the cannibal. Come now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. All right. Give me again with the notion that you can change later on down the line. Hot take. First pick. What do you got? We got one.
I think it's a little too early for Josh Van. Now, here's the thing. I said Brandon Revolve would beat him. I'm pulling for Josh Van. I'm pulling for him, but the
Yeah.
cannibal
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
only looked good. I think the cannibal takes him down and smothers him and chokes him out.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but fuck.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm in agreement. I
hard.
mean, Pantoja's just so well rounded, man.
Yeah.
Like, and he looks better every time,
Yeah, man.
And I love Josh, man. I think he's got a bright future, especially in this division, But like you said, a little too early. And it's not like Josh Van has anything that Pantoja hasn't already seen or dealt with before.
Mm, I mean, he is definitely a better counter puncher. But I agree. I think Josh Van will be a champion. Like, mark my words, he will be a champion in the flyweight
One
division.
day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't know if it's this day. You know
He's
what I
also
mean?
what, 24, 25, something ridiculously young, right?
Yeah, he's like 10 years younger than us. It's
Yeah.
really it makes me disappointed and my parents disappointed in me. Yeah. So, okay, but let's get back to the announced fights because these are rumored
Yeah.
fights. So we talked about JDM, we talked about Islam Makhachev. Colin thinks that it's going to be Islam Makhachev. He's wrong. JDM is going to knee Islam Makhachev and drop him, and then I think submit him with some of that sweet Craig Jones jiu-jitsu. But
Whoa! Wow.
we'll get to
Okay.
that when we actually make picks. But the co-main event is the best and, dare I say, only good women's MMA fight you could make today, which is, I hate to say this name, Valentina Shevchenko, but against Zhang Weili.
Yep. Yeah.
Zhang Weili is moving up to vacate the title to become only the second woman to try to win a belt in 2 weight classes.
Yeah.
And the first woman to ever win it in 2 real-ass weight classes. Colin, how do you feel about this fight? What do you think the entertainment level on this fight is going to be? Knowing that you're a filthy Shevchenko apologist.
I'm also a big John Lee fan.
Yeah. But you also are like, Shevchenko's not that boring, even though she's like so fucking boring.
Yeah, her last few fights have been pretty bad.
Last few, like her last dozen fights have been dog. Even the Jessica I fight, where she jumping roundhouse Jessica I into the land of wind and ghosts, like that fight still sucked up until that KO. Anyway, what's the entertainment quotient? How good? How frothy should I be?
I don't think you should be.
Nah, I think that's right.
Yeah,
I
it's really too bad because I said, I like John Lee, but I do think she's going to be too small against Shevchenko.
Really?
John Lee is not that big and does not cut that much, and
Yeah, but she's a hoss.
yeah, and she's fast and everything, but Shevchenko, like we talked about, has been really good at like dictating range and doing just enough to stay just out of range to counter with just to outpoint, and we saw Lee almost played by so I mean,
yeah.
and are you telling me that Shevchenko isn't a better point fighter than Yan Xiaonan?
Yeah, she's definitely a better point fighter. Now, counterpoint, she did lose and then draw to Alexa Grasso, who certifiably is not very good.
Yeah, I'm still I'm confused by all that.
Yeah, I'm not.
because their rematch was terrible. Like Alexa
Yes.
Grasso was terrible, and then in all of her other fights after that has been terrible.
Mhm, mhm. I think Shevchenko's just getting a little too old and just is not she's had such an athletic advantage over all of these women. Like, go back
Mhm.
and watch her fights
Yeah.
when she was, like, the real queen of this division. Dude, she's just LeBron James dunking on overweight middle schoolers, you know? Like, she's so much more athletic. Like, Zhang Weili definitely will be smaller, but, like, will be able to match her in that athleticism, and I think is getting better and better every fight, and
Mhm.
will have the right game plan to go in there and take this from,
Okay, okay.
uh, Shevchenko. Now, I do think this fight will suck, though. Like, the entertainment
Yeah,
level will be bad. But that's just what you
yeah.
get when you get a Shevchenko fight. It just smells bad. It's just stinky. Yeah. Yeah. But what that also brings is that Zhang Weili is vacating
Yeah.
the strawweight title, which leaves a rather peculiar fight to happen earlier before this Madison Square Garden card, which is Verna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. Now, I
Sorry, guys, just
I had no, that was just ugh. Uh, I,
sorry, that was
I hate to speculate about this, but it feels to me like very clearly the UFC sat down and went, the rightful contender in this division is Verna Jandiroba, but we can't put just her face on a poster. We have to find the most attractive woman in this division for her to fight,
Oh,
regardless of how qualified they are. So I guess let's throw Mackenzie Dern in there. This feels very much like they purposely looked at the attractiveness levels of these two women and then were like, we will make a decision on how this matchup should go. I hate to say it, but I mean, it's the UFC. Like, I mean, are we really gonna say that that's not how what they're doing?
right,
Um,
yeah. I mean,
this fight, Colin. I mean, I'll let you share your opinion first. What do you think about this fight?
ah, kinda sucks. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like real sucks. Real big donkey balls. It's a bad one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not like, this is gonna be the next champion? Like, ugh,
I know,
I'm
right?
this is pretty rough. I'm not into this at all, you know?
What would be a better fight for the vacant strawweight title?
Ugh, I don't know, man. Like, I'm looking at all these names, they're all
It's
not
not.
that good. It's not good.
It's,
Good. Like, I
it's
I wanted Yan Xiaonan to win, but then she, like, got smoked not smoked, but just, like, looked terrible against Verna Jandiroba too, and I was like, "What the hell is happening?" Like,
Yeah, I mean, Verna Jandiroba just has a way of making people look bad while also like not looking very good herself.
yeah.
Um, I guess, yeah, I guess you can do Mackenzie Dern, but why? How about fucking Lupe Godinez? Well, I guess Lupe Godinez did lose to Mackenzie Dern 2 fights ago. Fuck.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
Tatiana Suarez is fighting who, Ana Lemos here on they're fighting in, like, 2 weeks, never mind, that's why.
well, yeah, and like Tatiana Suarez got so smoked by Zhang Weili, like it doesn't even. I mean, what I'm looking at is that just strawweight, which used to be such a great division with Andrade, uh, uh, Joanna Champion, and Rose Namajunas. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, is it time for Rose to move back down
Yeah,
to try to like, take this title or something?
I think she could, you know?
Yeah,
Question is just could she get down to that weight, that's all, but
yeah,
yeah,
or
I
like
mean,
JJ Aldrich. Let's get her down there. Like,
like,
come on, this is
yeah,
this
strawweight
is
division's looking
crazy.
pretty weak right now.
So bad.
Yeah,
So bad. Um, Not as bad as bantamweight, but golly. Yeah.
yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's not talk about that fight anymore. Let's go back to Madison Square Garden. We keep
Yeah.
jumping back and forth. What is the third from the top fight on this? Because this one's got sex written all over it.
Oh, yeah. It's Leon Edwards against Carlos Prates, which I thought Carlos Prates was gonna be fighting in Rio, but now they're saying he's in Madison Square Garden, so great, good for him. Good for our smoke it gives him more time to smoke and drink. Give him more of that.
Now, are you worried that Leon Edwards, although he has severe donkey brains, often loses to grapplers and not to strikers.
Mhm.
And Carlos Prates, as far as I know, not much of a grappler.
Yeah, a little bit, but also, like, ha has Leon Edwards fought someone who's just as wild and crazy and strong with their striking as Carlos Praetor? I
Like a
don't think so.
thumper who can hit
Yeah.
hard. Well, let's look. Look back our old friends Lee Edwards. What's he been up to? Well, he did get blanked by Sean Brady and Bilal Muhammad. Colby Covington, it was a ghost. Kamaru Usman had no knees. Kamaru Usman he lost to, but then knocked him out in like the last minute. Nate Diaz, Rafael dos Anjos, Gunnar Nelson, Donald Cerrone, Peter Sabota, Brian Barberena, Vincente Luque. I mean, Vincente Luque is about as close as you can get, but nobody that's got the real kind of like
No, yeah.
thumping
And a
power that
and a lot of the strikers that he fought, like Donald Cerrone and, I guess you could say Nate Diaz, like, they were all at the end of their careers, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And he impressed me with that Jeff Neal win. So this one, I'm interested in this one
Yeah.
because either Leon Edwards is going to be able to neutralize, but like Carlos Prates always makes everything a brawl. And like Leon Edwards either has to neutralize the brawl, which will be impressive, or he gets caught up in it and gets smoked.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And if there's
am.
one thing I know about Leon Edwards, he often wins a fight and then goes, I'll try to lose it now and like get rocked by Nate Diaz. And you can't do that with Carlos Prates, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So,
I am afraid that it will turn into kind of like a stall against the fence affair or like just like a hold it down lockdown because he's not able to like do much on the ground, you know? Like if he does go for the grappling to try to neutralize the striking dynamics of Carlos Praetor, and then that could turn like pretty boring pretty quickly, but yeah.
yeah, I'm not like super worried about it. Um, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean,
yeah,
any fight with Carlos Praetor, like I'm excited for, so
yeah. Oh man, that John Jaroba Mackenzie Dern fight is the co-main event to the
going back.
Aspinall Gone.
Oh shit.
So we're
The
gonna have
one
to
in
watch Jan
fucking
Jaroba and Dern and then Gone and Aspinall. Oh, oh my god,
and
that sucks.
that one's also gonna be at like 9 AM, right? Because it's on Fat Island?
Is it 11 a.m. Pacific time?
Okay,
Oh,
11 AM, yeah.
Broheem, that's a bad time had by all.
Yeah, well,
Um,
at least we're not, like, staying up until, 9, 10 PM to watch that shit.
I guess. Yikes, Rooney's though.
I'm definitely gonna forget that it's happening that at that time and that day.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm
Oh
straight
yeah.
up.
Yeah, and then we'll learn that like Jan Jaroba won a unanimous decision 48-47 against Dern, and then Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gahn ended in a minute because Cyril Gahn went for a double leg and got guillotined or some shit. Like, ugh.
That's a
Yikes.
good
Well, I
prediction
mean,
right there. That's good.
yeah, we had some good fights. We were excited for them, and then suddenly it turned into a yikes Rooney's. I
Yep.
are there any other fights that were announced that we should talk about?
I don't know, hold on, let's take yeah, the John
Brandon Moreno is
Shevchenko.
fighting Tatsuro Taira next. How do you feel about that fight?
I like both of them, and yeah, Brandon Moreno's kinda interesting right now because he's, like, stuck in this weird, like, perennial contender, like, purgatory right now where he's just not, like, quite like, he's trying to string more wins to maybe get, like, another shot at the title, but I don't know,
Well, he's lost 3 times to Pantoja, you know?
God, yeah. One of them wasn't, like, initial fight, right? Because it was during the Ultimator. It's like it's not on his
Yeah,
record,
but
right?
still. Yeah, but if you go up
Yeah, I
against somebody
know.
3 times, like, come on
Yeah,
now.
I mean, they've got you. And again, Brandon Moreno's gotten a little bit better, but Pantoja's gotten a lot better. So, like,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, man. Uh,
yeah. I think it's probably a little too much for Tyra to go up against
yeah.
Moreno, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. And then Dricus Du Plessis has supposedly been teasing maybe moving up to 205. How would you give him a chance against, or what chance would you give him against the top 15 at light heavyweight?
I mean, he'll probably get ranked, but it's the same thing's gonna happen to him if he matches up with Alex Pereira. He's just gonna get blown up like immediately. Like,
Sure, but how far can he make it? Can he beat number 12 Johnny Walker?
uh, he should. But again, Johnny Walker's this weird, like, just weird anomaly where he can randomly like be explosive and like have like some good like random timing and angles where he can get the win and then immediately self destruct.
hmm What about number 6 Jamal Hill versus DDP?
Wait. Oh, wait. You said DDP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said, for some reason in my head, I heard Sean Strickland.
No.
I
DDP.
thought Sean Strickland was thinking to move up to 205 as well.
No. DDP. Dricus Du Plessis is
Oh,
thinking
okay.
of
Let
moving up.
me go back here. Okay. Yeah, no, DDP would definitely beat fucking who
Johnny
was that?
Walker?
Johnny Walker, yeah. I was thinking
Yeah.
Michelle Pereira, but yeah, he'd beat both of them. Him
You
versus Michelle Pereira would be hilarious, actually. That would be one of the funniest things I could ever imagine. The most
DDP versus
athletic.
Michelle Pereira?
Yes.
Yeah, but Michelle's not even in the top 15. They're not going to do
No,
that.
I know. I just in my mind, that's like a hilarious, like, you got this crazy wild man backflipping off the cage to like body slam someone, and then you've got fucking DDP getting himself a concussion by driving his own head into the ground, trying to take someone down, like
Yeah. I'd watch that. I also would watch DDP versus Jamal Hill. Like two of the worst
they're just
footwork technicians
yeah,
in the UFC. Like just
just two
stumbling over each
donks.
other. Yeah, exactly. I'd watch that shit. I'd watch that shit.
All right.
Yeah. Well, that's everything. We just kind of talked about some like fights that have been announced. We'll talk about them again, but like there's fuck all else going on. So
Yeah.
this is what you get. You just get, hey, fight announcements. Let's react to them.
Yeah.
You come for the slop, enjoy the slop, eat it up, you little piggies. Anything else, Colin?
No, I think we're I mean, it's gonna be a slow week. There's no fights this weekend, so good, I
Yeah.
guess. Like,
Enjoy the long weekend. Go
yeah.
outside. Don't. Yeah. I mean, I know no one pays attention to MMA anymore. I've seen our viewership numbers. Nobody's
Yeah.
paying attention. I actually have been like looking at like Ariel Hawani's and Luke Thomas's and a bunch of the other big shows compared to like 5-6 years ago, and viewership on supplementary or tertiary MMA stuff, other than like MMA Guru or MMA like betting sites, has plummeted. So I'm
Oh.
99% sure that viewership for fight sports is entirely driven by gambling and not actual enjoyment of the sport.
Yeah.
So if you've come to us for gambling recommendations, this is a silly one, and also don't do it because we've been keeping track of how good we are at it, and we're not good. Except when I'm very good sometimes.
Occasionally I'm good, but then
Yeah.
I just am like, fuck it, I don't care.
I feel like it's like every 6 or 7 cards, one of us hits on, every pick is correct.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's surprising. You
I
just
think
get a
we're all
tickle in
surprised.
the plums. Yeah. I think you would be surprised. All right. This has been Two Fight Fans Podcast. I'm one Fight Fan Stewart.
I'm the other Colin.
Jamal Hill versus DDP. Make it happen, UFC. That's the fight we all want. The end.
I want DDP Pereira.
Yeah, I mean, did Michelle Pereira win his last fight?
No, he lost.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're gonna cut his ass, right? Like he's out of here. Yeah. Or Jamal Hill versus Michelle Pereira. Watch that.
I'd watch that too.
Jamal Hill against any other goofy ass motherfucker I'd watch. All right, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.